This episode is sponsored by City Traders Imperium. CTI is a prop trading firm looking for profitable Forex traders who need more capital. CTI will back its traders up to $2 million, which is the most in the industry, and thousands of traders worldwide are trading their capital remotely from their own home. It's the most flexible funding provider in the industry, where any strategy is welcome and overnight or weekend positions are allowed. Plus, CTI doubles your account every time you hit 10% net gain, which you can scale up to $2 million. Click the link in the description to find out why City Trader offer the best funded trader program in the industry, or visit citytradersimperium.com. All right, folks, we've just done a fantastic interview with Ali, also known as Forex on Instagram. Now, we've got him here on the YouTube channel to walk us through basically breaking down a price chart to find a trade entry using his methodology. So this stuff is gold, guys. And look, if you want to find out his full story, how he got started, then head over there. There should be a link under the video, tradingnut.com. Do remember to like and subscribe to this channel, because there probably will be more from Ali in the future as well. So guys, let's see what he's got for us today. I'll hand that over to you there. Walk us through this price chart.
Thanks, Cam. So what I want to share with you guys right now is GBP CAD. So what you guys can see right here is we have a double bottom formation, and right after this we started to create a uptrend. Easily you guys can see that the market is pushing up higher. So whenever there's a trend, you want to be able to identify the structure of that trend. So you guys see right here we have our push up, push down, push up, push down. These are higher lows and higher highs. We pushed up to create a higher high, and we came down to create a higher low. Now we failed to create a new higher high because we failed to create, we failed to continue to push up, and we had a huge bearish candlestick right here. So I'm just going to just clear this up for you guys, and you guys can see we have a huge bearish candlestick right here closing below this level, which was the previous higher low structure. So for that reason, we are now in a downtrend. Now with that being said, we want to look for a position, an entry position that's with the overall trend. And if now that we have identified that the overall trend is bearish, you want to look for sell positions. Now, how do you actually go about looking for sell positions? Now, it's very simple. You want to look at the structure of the market. So you guys see right here, we have our first impulsive move. We came up to create a lower high formation, so a higher high, a lower high right here, lower low. We came down to create a new lower low. Now we pushed up to create a new lower high. Now, as you guys can see, there is a strong level of resistance, and we had multiple wick rejections. Price was failing to break above this specific point in the market, and eventually we are seeing price starting to push down. Now what we want to do is you want to actually go about and actually enter this sell position. Now the price looks very, very choppy right now, so we can't really see a support resistance. So what I like to do is I like to hop onto the line chart, as this would make it much more easier for us to identify the support resistance. Now I see right here we have a nice level of support. And the reason why I'm drawing this on is because we see that there was a wick low right here. Price had a huge push towards the downside, but it was at this moment in the market where price decided the bull stepped into the market. So this right here was a very strong level. And if we were to bring that across, so you can see market respected this level. Over here as well, you guys can see we had a push towards the downside. Now the bulls are starting to kind of push back in. Now let's hop onto the actual candlesticks, and let's try to fix this up a bit. And right now this looks pretty good to me, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. And so for us to actually go about entering the short position, what we need is a clear closure below this level of support, and then we're looking for that retest confirmation, and then we're looking to enter the short position towards the downside. Now our target is just going to be at this level, the previous lower low of the overall bearish market. And this right here would be a very good short position, as we'd be looking for a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio. So with our targets down here and our stop loss somewhere around this level right here, we'd be looking for a great 1-to-4 risk reward ratio with a 90 pip gain and a 23 pip stop loss. This could potentially play out very well, especially that the way that the market is looking right now, we have a strong push towards the downside after a long period of consolidation. So that tells us that the bears are now starting to overpower the bulls. And as you guys can kind of see, we are also in an uptrend right here where we have a push towards the upside we came down and we're starting to make higher highs and higher lows. But that is just a retracement of the overall bearish trend that we established earlier.
Brilliant. Look, I mean, what I can do is probably by the time this goes live, I'll be able to put a little bit of context to like whether or not this trade played out. So if it doesn't break and it doesn't retest, what would you do? You just wouldn't enter the trade.
Yeah, I just simply wouldn't enter the trade. And if that does occur, then, it's perfectly fine with me because my capital is safe. So as long as I'm not entering these trades, it's completely fine with me.
And second question is, so I see you haven't got any colors on your candles. Do you find it easy to read the bulls and bears without candles, without the colors?
Definitely. That's a good question. So what I recently found out is if you use the same color candlesticks, instead of looking at different colors like the green and red, it takes away all the psychology that a trader would have looking at the market. Like, for example, right here, if we look at this huge bearish candlestick, right, we see that it would be a big red candlestick. So let me show you guys what I mean. Let me quickly just make this the traditional candlestick. So the bulls would be green and the bears, for example, would be red. So if you're looking at it like this and a trader sees this push in the market, we're definitely going to have some FOMO, a fear of missing out. And we would see, traders entering random positions like this and just trying to get into the market so they cannot miss the big move. But when there's no color involved, you can easily look for there's no psychological tricks that occur in your mind when you're looking at potential setups. And on top of that, I personally find it easier to look for more structure rather than candlestick itself. Because when there is color, you're more tuned, like naturally speaking, you're looking for candlestick patterns and what candlesticks is trying to show you rather than the structure of the market itself. So for that reason, I decided to make it the same color.
Brilliant. Well, look, Ali, thanks for coming on the show. Guys, do remember that we've got this awesome interview as well, linked below. What's the best way for traders to get hold of you?
Instagram would be the best way, and I'm sure you'd leave that in the description below as well.
Okay, so I thought I'd save you guys a job and go and check this trade out. So this is where we were. We're about here. It came back came down, broke through the level that we're looking to enter on, and came back, and unfortunately went straight through and hit the stop loss. That is if we had carried on. So I don't know how Ali would have traded this. So he might have at this point here decided that the entry is not valid for some reason. What you're going to find out is if you watch the next video I drop with him in a few weeks' time, you'll probably see that, and he does adapt his trading plan quite rapidly when levels break. So yeah, guys, that'll be interesting to check out. All right, let's get on with finishing up the show. Yeah, cool. And guys, do remember to subscribe to videos like this so you don't miss the ones in the future. Click the little notifications bell and click all. Guys, we'll see you next time on tradingnut.com.